Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's your girl Phoenix. Anyway, I did a pre-pull. I didn't mean to. I was recording somewhere else and it kicked me off. So, and I didn't want to. It was great. I didn't want to have to reshuffle and end up not getting the same shit. So I just kept it. If y'all don't like that, I'm sorry. I know I don't want to be that person. But we got the ring in reverse. We got the heart, and we also got the creator. Um, like I was saying in my last recording before I got kicked out that bitch, you could be getting ready to meet your Mr. Thing or your Mrs. Thing. Either way it go, you finna be in love, and that's gonna be the start of your family. You have the opportunity to teach your children shit that you didn't know, give them a love that you've never experienced before. Um, just be. It doesn't even have to be anything. It can be whatever the fuck you want it to be. And if anybody has a problem with what the fuck you choose for it to be, then they can kiss your whole ass, right? Anyway, um, I just like to double check. So I'm gonna go back and read the definitions. If you guys have a problem with that, you can go ahead and skip forward or just leave the video altogether. The ring, the infinite, the will, the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypical image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun, and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, others, and the world at large. Meanwhile, they may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. Study images of the mandala, the unus mundus, the Ouroboros, and the medicine wheel. Take stock of the jewels you adorn yourself with. Watch out for rings you wear out of habit that keep you connected to the old you. Not connected to the old me, but I do wear these every day. It says when light, connectedness, humility, sacred circles, when dark, unconscious repetition, striving for connection. If you want to go deeper, it says Rilke's I live my life in widening circles. I don't know who that's for, but it's for somebody. I'm moving on to the heart. The heart, the home, the center, the throne. It is possible from the imagine, not me struggling with a word, imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypical center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for the long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious stone in the galaxy is awaiting your turn. Your return. My bad. Recall the last time your heart was touched. Soak in every detail you can feel the heart awaken. Say some there is a cave at the center of the heart. Others say it's a pool with a flowering white lotus. Imagine yourself there and draw what you see. Some of you guys have the ability to see without you closing your eyes, and there are those that need to close their eyes to focus. Either way, it's fine, but whatever you see, just draw it. Even if that means doing it with your eyes closed and letting your heart lead your hand. Whatever happens, it's meant to happen. When light, expansive, knowing, gentle clarity. When dark, fraught, tangled, betrayal. If you decide you want to go deeper, listen to the song Wild as the Wind by Nina Simone. And like I said, pay attention to the drawing. Pay attention to the drawing. Pay attention to the drawing. It's going to tell a lot. It's going to tell you if you feel troubled or if you feel free. And if you feel troubled, then baby, let whatever that's troubling you go. It's not worth your peace of mind. I can promise you that. The creator, the artist, the alchemist, the innovator. The creator, the first archetype in the trio of existence, is not intimidated by darkness or by lack. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges. With a meager, minimal, and outlandish materials, the creator reveals a new image. They make the empty room resonate with healing sounds. They generate bounty from the seed that others tossed away. Though generative, this archetype annihilates preconceived notions of what is possible, leaving unexpected openings in the wake of its destruction. The creator does this by first being absolutely present to what is not, imagining or wishing things were different. And second, trusting that a force greater than themselves awaits constant collaboration with each human soul, whether we call it nature, God, goddess, Shakti, or divinity. It remains nameless. It is the creator's lifelong companion. Not me over here getting stuck on words. I can read. I used to win spelling bees and shit. Straight A's, all that. Middle school and high school is a different story. But still, straight A's. And I'm over here getting stuck on fucking words. So somebody might have something they want to say to you and they nervous about it, or they stuck on how to fucking say it. Either way it go, let your heart open. Whatever flows, and whatever is stagnant, let it go. I'm going to follow up with the Green Witch's Oracle deck. There's a lot of readers that don't tell you what deck they're using. So I don't know if I'm doing that right. Honestly, I don't give a fuck, because I like to watch my own self back too. And sometimes, like, I know what deck it is. It's just, maybe I want you to know too, just in case you decide, like, hey, what she said it sounded dope as fuck and made me want to learn how to look at shit too. So, but like I said, I am following up with the Green Witch's Oracle deck. When I finish with this reading, I am going to give you guys an herb of the day. Only because not only am I learning, but because I want you guys to know some new shit too. If I gotta know it, you gotta know it. No, you ain't gotta know shit. But I do feel like it's cool to spread whatever kind of information that someone may need at the moment. So, I hope this reading helps somebody. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I'm just saying, I hope that I'm able to help somebody like all the readers that I used to watch help me. But I was also called to do this. I wasn't just watching it and like, oh, I'm going to pick up a deck and do it. It was like, oh, no, this is you. So there might be somebody out there exploring new career opportunities and might need the, reassurance that it's okay. You don't have to follow tradition when it comes to your money. Like I said, that's for somebody. It could be for me too. Shit, you see what I'm doing? Bird. We got bird. It says freedom, opportunity, like I just said. Somebody might be exploring new opportunities. We got soil, and it says stability, simplicity. Once again, we're doubling down on, new opportunities opening up, you being happy, doing with whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever you do is going to bring you some money. With my Oracle decks, I like to read the book just in case there's somebody that's like, oh, I don't believe her. Now, tarot, you're going to have to catch me outside, baby, because I ain't going by the book by that at all. But these Oracle decks, I feel like they have more layered meanings than what the fuck I can give you. And if someone said it better than I'm going to give you what they said. If you got a problem with what they said, then you go take that up with them. But I'm going to read the book. Bird, freedom and opportunity. As symbols of freedom in many cultures, birds tell us that we too can soar. Conversely, many bird species are tied to a food source in a specific region, so they are completely interconnected with local land and its energies. Finding a balance between these two extremes can be challenging. Migration is another challenge. There's an element of sacrifice involved in leaving the known and familiar and trusting your intuition to get where you need to be. The bird card also tells you that a new opportunity is close by. Lift your head past your current focus and look around for it. A bird's eye view may reveal something you might otherwise may have never known about. New opportunities are on the horizon. Reflection. Have you been struggling to change your mindset and learn something new? Soil, stability, simplicity. Just because something is simple doesn't mean it's easy. Soil is a basic part of a garden, and it seems pretty straightforward, but there's a complicated community of microbes and a balance of minerals and elements required for it to successfully support life. It's easy to remember to tend to growing plants, but you also need to tend the health of the soil as well. It is the basis of your garden and provides stability and insulation, as well as a varied source of nutrients plants need to thrive. Soil is the ground under your feet, offering reassurance. The soil card reminds you that it's always there for you. But don't forget to check your connection to that foundation, and don't turn your back on the basics. Reflection. Are you overcomplicating or overthinking something that is actually quite simple? Are you? I know I was. I always do. I'm an overthinker. Maybe it's because I'm a Libra. And it's because I got fucked over so many times I don't trust no damn body. But yeah. I don't know, babe. But whatever it is, you got it. And if you don't, you can always go create it. And do it with your heart. And secure the bag, even if you gotta marry that motherfucker. I'm coming in hot with this Black Moon Lilith deck. What you looking all frustrated for? You was just sitting outside. Sorry, y'all. I was talking to my dog. He looked irritated. In case you're wondering, he's a white and gray American XL bully named Mr. Wilson with ice blue eyes. He's such a sweetheart. He just looked mean. He looking at me like, who the fuck she talking to? Sorry if y'all see me over here moving my lips and shit. I'm just... How y'all day going today? I know I asked that already, but it don't hurt the fucking eggs, right? It don't hurt the eggs, right? It don't matter to me. I can sit here and shuffle all day. But y'all not coming to see all that. Exaltation. Master Manifester. You see it? You finna get everything you've been praying for. Trust that. Even if that means you had to walk away for some bullshit and get yourself together. You got separation. It says division and integration. You got conjunction, becoming whole again. You got fermentation, patience, and maturity. And then multiplication. Your higher self. Baby, you finna ascend. And if you don't believe me, you got the Phoenix, and you got Black Moon, Lilith, and Aries. And it says, lead your life, baby. You finna be the shit to somebody. It ain't gotta be a man. It ain't gotta be a girlfriend. It could be your motherfucking self. And as I say that, I see Black Moon, Lilith, and Aquarius, and it says, honor your individuality. Baby, don't play with me. Like, and you got love and money coming in. Look, see, love in abundance, not just and abundance, but you got love in abundance coming, and you got and abundance coming. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but If you're going through some bullshit, you better purify, cleanse, and let it go. But I'm going to go ahead and read you this book. Exaltation. Master Manifester. Exaltation is the feeling of joy, elation, and peace. This phrase describes the Hermetic principle of correspondence. As above, so below, as below. No, so, no, as. Blah, blah, blah. Exaltation is the feeling of joy, elation, and peace. This phrase describes the Hermetic principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. When you receive this card, it is a sign that you are a master alchemist. You've transmuted darkness into light and are now using the power of your life force to bring your reality to your will. To explain this state of consciousness on an esoteric level, we can look at what exaltation means in astrology. This is part of the metaphysical concept of essential dignities, which describes the condition of a planet based on the zodiac sign it's placed in. An exalted planet can express itself without limitation versus the opposite, the fall, which hinders its strength. For example, the sun is exalted in the fire sign of Aries because it can... Baby, look, didn't I just show y'all Aries? For example, the sun is exalted in the fire sign of Aries because it can thrive in its passionate energy. Aries represents the individual and the self. I just showed y'all honor your individuality, right? Okay. So the sun could be itself there. In Aries' opposite sign, Libra, which happens to be my sun, is in its fall position, creating a shadow around identity. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feels about me anymore. You ain't never gotta fuck with me. And I'll still be fine. Anyway, Libra identifies itself through relationships with others. If this is your placement, codependency can cause you to dim your light until later in life. Exaltation phase shadow work. Look at your birth chart to see if you have any exalted planets. Tapping into the power of these can help you during this phase of your life. The exalted planets are Sun in Aries, Moon in Taurus, Mercury in Virgo, Venus in Pisces, Mars in Capricorn, Jupiter in Cancer, and Saturn in Libra. You are a master alchemist, seamlessly crafting your reality around you. Look, see, it got a nosy bitch around this motherfucker somewhere. Motherfucker just hit me in my goddamn face. You nosy bitch. Go some goddamn where. Anyway, sorry I kept getting tongue-tied. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I mean, I usually don't get my ass online and record videos. But I'm always talking to myself, so that's not a new concept to me. The only thing new about it is me recording. And at the bottom, sorry, I'm following up with the Secrets of the Ancestors deck. And the first card is, well, the card at the bottom of the deck is the Patriarch. And it says, unapologetic. That goes back to me what I was just saying. Do what the fuck you want to do. Or something you feel like will make your life better. Because baby, sitting around struggling and waiting for some shit to pop off, it's not going to pop off. Not until you make a move. It's like I was saying, with them empty ass trees, and you go outside like, what happened to the shade? And they like, you ain't shake nothing. You ain't shake shit. Ain't shit shake. We both out here looking bald as a motherfucker. Your pocket's bald and I'm bald. Cause you ain't make shit shake. Your thought process is empty because you ain't make shit shake. I ain't judging nobody. I ain't the one to judge nobody. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a shit talker, but I'm not gonna judge what the fuck you doing because I don't give a fuck how you feel about what I'm doing. But then again, I've always been that way. Unapologetically me. That's just who the fuck I am. I'm not even gonna say in my DNA because there's some people that care. There's some people I'm related to that give a fuck about how other people see them. And I'm not knocking that because, you know, there are relationships where their opinion is valued. There are relationships where their opinion does matter. Not just value, not just matter, but they're valued because they matter. Sorry if I sound like I'm just rambling, but that's just some real ass shit. Don't let nobody knock you off your stride because they got a limp foot and they walking like they big heavy and they walking around with motherfucking shrimp. Baby, what you mad at me for? I mean, that's not my fault. We got Boo Boo the Fool, who you the fuck is not. Unless you looking at it as starting, you know, a new journey. That's the only time I'd be a fool is if I'm taking a leap of faith. I ain't gotta know where the fuck I'm going, but I know I'm a land. We also got Victorious here.